Okay, you're on now. It's
Not
recording.
that way. So one of the problems is I was living in subsidized housing and they started construction for over a year and a half. It's subsidized, so you don't really have an opinion about if it's going to work for you or not. You're just disabled. Most of the people in the building are 20 years older than I am. I'm only 58. But I'm an invisible disabled person, which means you slam the doors on me a lot because I look good, but things don't function well. But they function as best as they're going to. One of the problems with housing, especially for my age group and invisible disabled people, is that we're not sick enough to have somebody look after us. We want our independence because most of us have worked our way into these conditions, paid taxes, paid our bills, given to our communities and our neighbors. And now since we're disabled and unable to go back to work, we seem to be beyond second-class citizen. It's almost like they can't get rid of you fast enough. I've been working with an agency trying to get housing since my construction subsidized housing didn't work for me, and I ended up on the street at the end of January.
You guys coming tonight?
And
Crystal Pool.
yep.
Hey, Ray, I have room for you.
Okay.
It's okay. Keep going, Jer.
I'll come back.
So
That's what our own Lord said. He said, I'll be
one of the
back.
Patrick, just a minute, okay? So what's going on is there isn't enough housing for disabled people without being told what to do. I smoke marijuana. I also take cannabis oil for my extreme circumstances in my body that medical people have taken to another limit. Once I got away from that system, I started getting better. I've taken responsibility for myself all my life. Somehow that doesn't seem to be good enough. Everything I do is wrong. I'm smoking. I quit smoking for 12 years. I got in a car accident, got traumatized, went back to it. It's a coping mechanism right now. It can go. But I get judged for that as well. There isn't a time in my day where I am doing anything right. I can't sit for long. I stand because it's tolerable. I've been looking for housing, couch surfing, and it's killing me. I'm 58 years old. I haven't really done anything to deserve this, as I believe no one has. I'm not better than anybody because I had a working life. I also had opportunities in some ways a lot of people didn't. And then I had a character and the fortitude to carry it through. We need housing for people who don't need to answer to anybody, especially if they're paying their rent and being good citizens as they were to begin with. We need housing for people for coupling. I don't necessarily mean loving, romantic, but coupling. Or 2 or 3 people with different conditions that help each other out without having a bunch of agencies worrying about if somebody's bringing $10 into the house. That's another conversation. Extra monies. I can't go there because you people won't believe what's going on. Anyway, housing. So once again, I'm on the street. I'm staying with a brother. He has a mental health issue, and I feel I'm stressing him out. I'm also putting him in a compromising situation by staying with him, because he may lose his housing. I'm sick right now. I've had to go through some medical things. So for a week and a half, 2 weeks I've been on his couch. So now I've been offered housing with windows that are as big as postage stamps. I have a little bit of claustrophobia and I can't live like that. I need a garden or a yard or a balcony and some dignity and some respect because I give it. It would be nice to receive it. System needs to wake up. People are not. There's so many people that are homeless that have been out so long that even if you offer them something, they can't go back to it because they don't live inside anymore. You have to understand what that means. People that are living outside are living right in their moment. They're not living tomorrow. They're not living yesterday. They're living what I gotta get to survive tonight. And it doesn't look good, and a lot of those people are not addicted. A lot of these people are just wonderful people like you that worked and did all wonderful things and contributed, but just ended up in a cruel system. British Columbia government is holding disabled people in a cruelty budget from 1989. This is 2015. We get $375 for housing. Try to find housing for $375 on Vancouver Island. And please don't ask me to leave. I've been all over Canada. I've been out here since '68 and had to leave to work to come back here. So please, get some housing. Stop scrutinizing people that are not children. Understand that people look tougher than they are because they're living a day-to-day life you may, and I hope you may, never understand. That does not take away from them. So please, understand we need housing for people between 48 years old and 60, even 65. There's a lot of people that have worked very hard, being disabled, to get better so they have a little bit of quality of life. That's all I really have to say.
Thank you.